welcome back to the D4 channel. I'm your boy Hamid Mark here in Japan. I am loving Japan. I'm loving the culture. I'm loving the people. Oh my god. If it was up to me, I would never leave. This place is wonderful. Honestly, an experience of the lifetime. And also going to my first ever Star Wars celebration. Um, Definitely, I think my expectations were a little too high, but nevertheless, I'm a Star Wars fan surrounded by nothing but Star Wars, so I had a blast at Star Wars Celebration. And we're gonna talk about some of the gaming scene news in Star Wars Celebration. It's just me. Right now, I came here with my closest friends and obviously the counterpart to this channel, but my legs were exhausted. There's a lot of walking when it comes to Japan, and my day job is a lot of physical labor, so I needed a day off. So I figured, why not catch up on the news in Star Wars Celebration? And we're gonna be talking about the gaming news in Star Wars Celebration. But before we get to that, please like and subscribe to the D4 channel for all your Star Wars entertainment news on this side of the YouTube galaxy. And as always, comment. We will respond to all your comments in the comments below. But without further ado, let's get into some of the games. I'm going to start with Star Wars Zero Company, which is basically like a tactical a turn-based kind of game set in the Clone Wars era. This apparently will have a story. The story will be canon. Apparently, the gamer will be able to make unique choices. So the story is canon, but you're gonna be able to make unique choices, unique to you as a player. And so if they want to retell this story about Zero Company down the line, it's not. It's kind of like a fable. The outline of the story is canon. All the little nuances and details can be changed if they decide to, I don't know, make an animated series or whatnot about this video game. Not my cup of tea. I'll be more interested to see the canon story events of the game. I'm definitely gonna probably try it out. It shouldn't be that expensive based on how the game looks, but it looks alright. It's not my cup of tea, but I know a lot of tactical gaming fans are Star Wars gaming fans are very excited for that. Now let's touch on the VR one. What was it? Beyond Victory Pod Racer. Now, if you played any Star Wars video games in VR or just VR in general, you would know VR is such an immersive experience. When you're doing that, you are transported into different realms, into different worlds, and Star Wars in particular has not missed when it came to virtual reality. Vader Immortal was a fantastic trilogy of games. Oh my god, like it is fantastic. You're transported into the Star Wars realm, and Tales from a Galaxy's Edge. If you've ever been to Galaxy's Edge, I would say doing this is actually better than going to Galaxy's Edge. Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge is so good. I haven't even finished the game yet. I don't even think I'm even halfway through the game, but I'm enjoying the game very much. You're so in it. And so when they announced a pod racing Star Wars VR game, I was hyped. I love pod racing. I love that scene in episode 1. I love everything about pod racing. And I'm thinking you're going to be in the cockpit actually pod racing. No, you're doing none of that. It is a top-down aerial view of pod racing, and I guess you pick a pod or whatever, however it works, and you're racing that pod in a overhead view, which sucks because like what a waste of VR. You could literally just make that into like, I don't know, PlayStation, Xbox, PC game, or hell, even a mobile game. Like like why did you make that VR unless you were going to be in the cockpit? Like I've seen some shots of like you actually interacting with the pods, like outside the pod racer. But then once you're actually racing, you're not actually in the pod, like driving, which is lame. So that was a big disappointment. So not excited for that. Definitely not gonna get that unless it's like a huge discount, like $5 or something. But and I'm curious to see if it even has cause all these games are canon. Vader Immortal had a canon story. Tales from the Galaxy Edge has a canon story adjacent where you're doing your own thing. It doesn't really affect anything in the thing, but you could say it's canon. So I'm curious to see if that will have a canon story. But some news that I'm really excited about: Star Wars Outlaws. Love that game. It's getting a new story pack. called, what was it called? A Pirate's Fortune, with our favorite scum, our favorite pirates, Hondo Onaka. If you don't know Hondo Onaka, he's the weak way pirate that we've seen in the Clone Wars and a bunch of arcs and in Rebels. And if you go to Galaxy Edge, actually, he's there as well. I love him, voiced by the same guy who voices him in Star Wars Rebels and the Clone Wars. And I am so excited for this story pack. I actually recently finished the main story for K-Vest. And surprised to be sure, but a welcome one. Vader was in that tail end story. The story I very much enjoyed. K-Vest is actually a very good character. I did not finish the Lando storyline quest. I didn't meet Lando, and I did some stuff for that quest on the way to the main story, but I did not finish that quest. So I had to finish that quest, and I'm very excited to play A Pirate's Fortune. But the game is amazing. Ever since it came out, Ubisoft has been making a lot of effort to patch and make sure the game is well up to date, plays very well. The gameplay loop is very fun and satisfying to do. I think they did a very well job in making Star Wars Outlaws. Honestly, I am more prone to liking Jedi, Sith, Force stuff. So this game would have literally been the perfect game for me if you just replace K-Vest with like a Jedi character. But other than that, everything in this game is fantastic. So I can't wait to see and play with our favorite pirate scum, Hondo Onaka, and just see where K-Vest's story goes after that. But the gaming news was definitely a give and take. I really am disappointed that we did not get any update on Star Wars: The Old Republic, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake, because there is a Star Wars: The Old Republic, which we got trailer of. Darth Malgus has returned, and he has escaped because of Shea Vizsla, and that whole storyline with Darth Malgus and this holocron that I think finds non-Force sensitive children and also awakens their abilities in the Force. I think that's a fantastic story. Star Wars: The Old Republic is a fantastic game. I love how it looks. It looks gorgeous. I love the gameplay. I love everything about it. Obviously, we're not going to get that story, I don't think, anytime soon, because there is a voice actor strike for video games. So I don't believe they did a release date, because they themselves don't know. But when it does come out, I'm going to be very excited to play that game. But I'm very disappointed that we haven't gotten the Knights of the Old Republic remake. Years ago, we got a little teaser with Darth Revan, and they switched studios, but I don't think this game is happening. I think if we were going to get, I just wanted an insurance this celebration that this game is not dead. But the fact that we got no news for the Old Republic, I think this game is dead. And as someone who has tried to play that game numerous times, the old one, it does not hold up. The graphics does not hold up. The gameplay sucks, in my opinion. The story is still fantastic, but I need a new, modern, kind of in the vein of more Star Wars: The Old Republic, or in a more Jedi Fallen Order Survivor way, but in the Star Wars Old Republic setting. Because the amount of Star Wars fans I saw, that Old Republic Star Wars fans, I have met a few Scottish fans who their favorite character was Revan, and a lot of people love Revan. A lot of people love that story, and the fact that Lucasfilm is for some reason afraid to touch that, or just fumbling the bag with whatever they're doing over there with the Old Republic game. Like, get your shit together, because I want this game. I need this game. So I don't think it's gonna happen. But fingers crossed. They did make announcements like a few months ago, that the game is still alive. So I think they're just trying to make sure that fans know that it's not dead. But I think it's dead. Otherwise, we would have heard something about this game being in post-production, or having some kind of thing, or even a small little teaser again about the game, like something about it that lets us know it's not dead. But gaming news was it's okay. The best thing was the Star Wars Outlaws, the new story pack with Hondo Onaka. But you let me know if you're excited for anything that I mentioned. Are you excited for Star Wars Zero Company? Are you excited for Beyond Victory? Or are you excited for Star Wars, the Star Wars A Pirate's Fortune in K-Vest's new adventure in Star Wars Outlaws? And also let me know, what is your favorite video game for Star Wars of all time? It used to be Force Unleashed for me, but I believe Now, my favorite video game for Star Wars is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. That story for that game was fantastic. I love the Jedi Fallen Order series. I love Cal Kestis. I love everything. I love the gameplay. I love everything about those games. So that would be my favorite game and my favorite Star Wars video game series so far up to date. But you guys let me know what your favorite video game is. Are you excited for anything that I mentioned in this video? Are you at Celebration? Did you go to Star Wars Celebration? You let me know how your experience was, and if you actually tried Beyond Victory in that long ass meta quest line, you let me know what your thoughts of that game was in the comments below, because I would love to hear it. But as always, I'm your boy Hamid Mark, and may the force be with you guys always. See you next time. Bye.